Man, it has been an interesting debacle going on with this movie. So, just again to recap it for you guys, Warner Brothers was making a new live action CGI hybrid movie, right? It's going to be about Wile E. Coyote suing the Acme Corporation because they always sold him products that backfired in his face, that always destroyed. Like he's working on one right now. Bugs Bunny's going to laugh at him and he's going to end up hurting himself. I thought it sounded awesome. I mean, let me see if I can see. There's a leak set photos to pull those up. Yeah, here. John Cena was going to be in the movie. We had Will Forte, who I think is hilarious. And, once we found out that Warner Brothers was going to shelve the movie, cancel it, no one can see it, same as Batgirl, so they could save a couple of bucks on the side. We had tons of people who had seen it in Hollywood say, this movie's good. It's funny. It even made me cry. Like, make this movie happen. And enough people like me got online, cried, and said, what, Warner Brothers, you suck. I hate you. I hope you get coal for Christmas, stuff like that. And they were like, all right, fine. We're going to see if anybody else wants to buy the movie. And if someone buys it, it'll be released. And then you can see it then. And I was like, yes, baby, yes. With everybody saying the movie is good, like who wouldn't want to buy the movie? Well, unfortunately, it looks like that is harder said than done. So we had an article come out today from Deadline saying Coyote vs. Acme, Paramount circling, Amazon still possible contender. So there was some other movie people saying that nobody wants Coyote vs. Acme now that it's available for sale. That's not exactly right. Okay, I don't know why this person is saying that or going around saying this. People do want Coyote vs. Acme, but it's Warner Brothers not wanting to take these deals. So what we have here in the article, it says Netflix made a bid. So Netflix is one studio that wants to buy it and put it on their streaming service. Netflix wants this movie, okay? And then Warner Brothers taking that in. Then we have Paramount, Apple, and Amazon who have seen the movie. And of those, Paramount has also made a bid. And if Paramount is wanting the movie, there's a good chance the movie will also get a theatrical release because Paramount is an actual studio. Granted, I've seen people say that, like, it'll get theatrical release. There's still a good chance it would end up on Paramount Plus. Like, Paramount is desperate right now with their streaming service and wanting people to sign up for there. They could buy and put it just on their streaming service. But either way, though, there's a good chance it could go to theater. So you have Netflix there, and you have Paramount who are bidding for it. And then in the article, it also says Amazon is still considering it. Now, if you guys remember on the previous side flick, or maybe 2 side flicks ago, I talked about a rumor that came out that Amazon had bought it and was going to release it Christmas Day. Looks like that was false. Apologies for saying it, but that's why I said take it with a grain of salt. This is where the salt comes in. So Amazon is like, I don't know. I kind of want it, kind of don't. And Amazon's been buying a lot of stuff from Warner Brothers. Right now they have this Batman movie, Merry Little Batman, that came out on their streaming service. So they're usually up for it. Okay. Why then, with these 3 studios considering wanting to buy the movie, is it not getting sold, and why we might not get it released at all and it could still be canceled and disappear? Warner Brothers wants more money, man. Warner Brothers is not happy with the amount of money. And you know what? I don't understand what their deal is. So I saw an article. Let me see if I can pull it up here on the Twitter sphere. On the movie, where someone had seen another source that was pulling out information about it. There we go. Here it is. So it says here, Mimi, it's not looking great for Coyote vs. Acme. The Looney Tunes movie was that was scrapped by Warner Brothers and is being shot by the filmmakers to potential distributors. Netflix expressed interest, but at least half the $70 million production cost. So Netflix offered half of what the movie cost to make. And so, like, if you take that, then what, $35 million? Warner Brothers was only going to gain $30 million if they wrote it off for tax purposes. And everybody saw that article. All the studio heads, all the executives, all the people saw the articles when this movie was getting canceled, that because of this, Warner Brothers will gain $30 million back. When they know that's all they have to win, Netflix, Paramount, all these other studios just have to go, I'll give you $31 million for it. You're making $1 million more than if you just would have wrote it off for tax purposes. That's what I'm assuming is happening here. All these studios saw, well, they're only going to get $30 million if they write it off. Let's just offer them 35. Let's offer them 32. And Warner Brothers is like, well, I mean, if we're giving you our movie, that's good. look at these reviews from these people. We want 50 million. Why would the studio do that? Why? It's like you're only going to make 30 if you just write this off and no one ever sees it. Let us give you at least 32 or something. I'm thinking that's the main dilemma here because yeah, they have it here. Warner Bros. Doesn't need it made entirely whole, meaning they don't want 70 million, but the producers Mike and Pam here want to get some semi decent in exchange for brand confusion of seeing Looney Tunes movies debuted on another platform. You know what would stop brand confusion, Warner Brothers? If you fricking support the Looney Tunes like the mascots they are of your company. Jeez, man. I just don't get it, Warner Brothers, man. Like, what are you thinking? Who is in charge over there? And even in the same article, they go into more detail about how, creators right now are still don't even want to work with Warner Brothers. Here we have one filmmaker told me recently, we have a project over at Warner's in development. We're not pursuing active development until the studio is sold. God knows what will happen to the projects in development. So like this continues because of situations like this and movies just getting written off for tax purposes. Filmmakers are like, yeah, I got a movie over there, but if I start production, put my hard work, spend years of my life on it, they could just say, abracadabra, your movie gone, brother. Come on now. So it looks like there is now a smidgen of chance we might still not see Coyote versus Acme just because Warner Brothers isn't getting enough money. They have gotten offers from Netflix, Paramount, Amazon considering it. 3 studios are thinking, yeah, let us show this movie that is actually good. And they're like, can you sweeten the pot a little bit? So it's going to be Warner Brothers' greed at the end of the day that has them fault. The article does note, though, that Sony and Apple aren't making bids. So, unfortunately, Sony, doesn't care. Apple doesn't need it. And you know what? Apple has all the money to make it work. And Apple comes out with some great stuff. I'm loving Monarch and some of the shows they got on there are great. I don't know why Apple just plops down the money and takes it, man. Like Warner Looney Tunes is a big brand, man. So that's the sad update right now. We went from we're gonna see this movie. This movie's actually canceled. Oh no, it's not. We're gonna see it. Actually, we might not see this movie. Next week, we're gonna be right back up to where maybe might see this movie. So we'll know. But that sucks right now. It makes me sad because I really want to see this movie. Even this article also mentioned like it's a funny movie. Let me see what it says. Uh there's a lot of action scenes in the movie and hysterical jokes that could easily be used in trailers. I've seen the movie. Look out for the Porky Pig pantsless joke. Look at that. There's a Porky Pig pantsless joke, and I might never get to see it. That's on you, Warner Brothers. That is on you, my friend. Okay.